It was a fairly lengthy intellectual process of coming to accept that God exists, and then coming to accept that Christ is who he says he is, and coming to accept that the church is what she says she is. And sort of around that point that I started to have these numinous experiences. And I thought at the time, this probably doesn't speak very well of my condition right now, that God feels the need to grab me by my shoulders, shake me or smack me in the face and say, hey, stupid, I'm here.
Yeah,
You know?
But how great that he did.
Right.
Because where would we both of us be?
Yeah.
Same thing for me.
Yeah, you were not a lifelong believing, practicing Catholic.
No, I left the church for 20 years.
So you leave the church, and you were, I read, a banker in New York.
Mm-hmm.
That seems like, I don't want to besmirch all bankers, but just knowing friends who have worked in that profession, that can be a very different lifestyle, not always conducive to virtue.
No, particularly on Wall Street, around from Harry's.
Right, my old
Both
neighborhood.
know. Yeah, that's a lifestyle. It's full of drugs and money and power and all the decadencies that go with it. You know, I watched guys cash checks for $150,000 and spend it that weekend. Rent the penthouse at the plaza, bring in all the ladies and the booze and the drugs, and do it all over on Monday. Like, that's a lifestyle. So with that comes, with his great sin, you're going to have a lot of demons that are just hovering, pushing you to go further. But not everybody's like that. In fact, in the center of that whole community is Little Our Lady of Victory Church.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they had a group there that they founded called Wall Street Young Catholics Association. So when I had my conversion, I had to dump a bunch of people in my life that weren't healthy. And I said, I got to find some good people here. So I joined the Young Wall Street. That's where I met Father Jim Labar, the exorcist. So there's good people there. Not everybody's involved in all this stuff. But if you're young and susceptible to all that, it's all there for the taking.
And you mentioned earlier these young people, like this case of this violinist woman, who say, I would do anything for fame. I would do anything. And all these young and hungry people who are very ambitious, I can't help but notice